new from people on the ground.
The Romani refugees here in the Czech Republic have been largely considered by the staff and the volunteers working with the state official reception agencies and by some civil society actors generally to be bogus refugees. There's a lot of rhetoric voiced by politicians at all levels, maligning them, claiming that they're not coming from areas where the war really is happening, describing their decision not to stay in the accommodation allocated to them, which is sometimes similar to a prison, as their sort of ingratitude, and describing them as motivated to basically come and abscond with the cash that used to be handed out to all of the refugees here for their transition.
What was clear for me from the beginning on that, Syrian refugees right now arriving through Polish-Belarusian border to Europe are treated differently than white Ukrainians. The part of Ukrainian Roma treated in so disgusting way was really shocking. And also I see that people helping Ukrainian Roma are being treated also in an awful way. Drunk volunteers beating up Roma refugees. Can you imagine such a situation when it comes to white Ukrainians?
Many of the Romani refugees have left such conditions and they've ended up in precarity, sleeping outside or in train stations. And the presence of Hungarian-speaking Roma among all of these groups led the authorities to institute a policy of vetting these refugees for dual citizenship. This was a process that could last weeks, and during that process, the refugees received no aid or housing.
What Poland was so proud about with welcoming millions of people, which is incredible, right? For the country with the history of being against everybody all the time. I think until we treat all the refugees in the same way, we cannot be proud of our behavior of treating white Ukrainians well.
The Human Rights Commissioner has acknowledged the problem here, but there's a real lack of proactive effort to arrange housing, and it's simply not clear how the situation will develop. And the question is, how proactive will the Czech government be about the possibility that the winter will see yet another exodus, or will they simply proceed as they have been proceeding to date?